Hello, and welcome to Blank Plate, a podcast for Swifties with an appetite.
I'm Sara, and I used to be a little kid with glasses in a twin-sized bed.
I'm Laura, and I'm a mess, but I'm the mess that you wanted.
And we've got a blank plate, baby, and we'll write your name.
Woohoo!
Welcome!
This is our first, analysis of a true Showgirl song today.
I know. Start of a new era on the pod.
That's right. Before we get into the Fate of Ophelia, what's been on our plates?
Oh my gosh. Well, speaking of this album, I realized over the weekend when I was dancing to this album in my kitchen, it took me back to 2017 dancing in my kitchen to Reputation.
Crazy.
And that was when it was I could not listen to anything but Reputation, but I loved that album for how much it made me want to dance.
Mm-hmm.
I think even more so than 1989 had done for me. So I flash forward to this past weekend, 2025, Trump is in office again. And I am just dancing to Elizabeth Taylor and Opalite,
Yep.
It just feels good. I haven't danced like that to a Taylor album since Reputation.
You're certainly not twirling around to So Long London and How Did It End? So
No, you can dance to I Can Do It With a Broken Heart and maybe So High School. And
My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But
but
Midnight's
it's not the same.
Midnight's had a few dancey hits, but not quite to this level.
Not to this level, not with the joy of this album.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that felt really good. And then in other news, I'm getting a new roof this week.
Off queen.
Fun adult stuff.
We have fun adult stuff, similar things. Yeah. I feel you.
Homeowner shenanigans.
Are you getting a whole new roof or just a partial?
A whole new roof.
Whole new roof. Okay, baby.
Thankfully, we have a small, skinny row home in Allentown, so there's not a ton of roof.
Mm-hmm.
But, it's still a sizable cost. Yeah, that's what it is. It's an investment in the house. Thank God for financing. That's all I got to say. Yeah. I'm just tack it onto the mortgage. Just think of it as part of the mortgage payment.
Yep.
I don't care.
It's the only way you can get through the price. Yep.
Yeah. Listen, I just paid for human eggs several months ago, and I'm going to be paying that off for a very, very long time. So just add it to my bill. Add it to my tab. Add it to my adulting bill that just never ends.
Yep.
Yeah. What about you?
I feel you. Well, similarly, adulting things. I had a bunch of weird house stuff happen maybe 2-3 weeks ago. It's been a minute since this started. Our plumbing downstairs was starting to leak. Not a torrential issue where we had to immediately call a plumber and freak out, but essentially we have these old pipes. Our house is from the 1900s, so it's over 120 years old. The plumbing is old. And one part was leaking. And initially we were quoted $15,000 to fix this plumbing situation. Yikes. To go to our well. We were like, what the heck? So we call another plumber. New plumber comes out and they say, well, let's do a partial fix to the stuff that's actually leaking. But high chance that we're going to break this system and you're going to have to pay the full gamut.
Oh, no.
And we're like, okay. All right. So but obviously that's the more affordable price. So we're like, let's just do that. Because this other pipe might last us another 5-10 years. We have no idea.
Yeah.
So thankfully Monday, our plumber came and did not break.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God. So, we're paying $1,500 as opposed to $15,000.
A lot better.
Yes. But also in that same time period when we had plumbing issues, we've had electricity problems where we learned that some of our kitchen outlets were not grounded. So the thing we were running our microwave, our coffee machine, our toaster oven off of was not safe and fried some of our outlets and stuff.
Oh, wow.
So that's getting fixed soon. But it just seems to be why are all these house problems happening at one time? Could we have
goes like that.
Trickled that out? You know what I mean? So it's just been
like that.
When it rains, it pours.
And then you'll have some kind of personal stress thing happening at the exact same time.
And then that's exactly what happened. In addition to
Right.
that, I learned I have to go through a somewhat not risky, but like I have to go through a procedure. I'm not going to share too much about it yet, but I will down the road. Which just has me nervous, has me feeling a little bit on edge. I have to take 2 days off of work for this. So
Mm-hmm.
everything's fine. It's just that I need to get more information about what's going on in my body, and I will share
Yeah.
more later. But of course, it's like my plumbing is not working, the electricity doesn't work, and my body is like going through something I have to figure out. So it's just
Yeah.
like when it rains, it pours.
Yeah. I
So
feel you.
yeah,
Oh my gosh. Well, when it rains, it pours, in a good way with Taylor.
good segue.
We get the period of life that we are in right now because yesterday we got the Good Morning America announcement from Taylor
Mm-hmm.
that, for one thing, we're finally getting the Eras Tour documentary.
It was real the whole time, you guys.
And Laura,
Finally.
you called it that we weren't getting it until after Showgirl came out.
Yep.
So, so she announced a 6-part docuseries titled The End of an Era. It begins with 2 episodes on Disney Plus on December 12th, which is the day before her birthday. And it's going to be a 6-part docuseries charting the development, impact, and inner workings that created the phenomenon that was the Eras Tour. And the project gives an intimate look at Taylor's life as her tour made headlines and thrilled fans around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Sneak peeks from the trailer include Travis sightings
Multiple.
and a whole scene of her like filling up her hotel bathtub with her cat Benjamin nearby and Taylor taking off her false lashes and talking about her
Her wind down.
post-show
Yeah.
winding down routine, which probably takes her to like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Um,
And
yeah.
also, everyone was like zooming in on what bath products she was using. That's like
Yeah.
the new thing. Everybody's like, what is her hair care routine?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So many fun clips. There's some of her and Andrea. There's obviously her doing the choreography. Also, people have clocked that one of the snippets shows her in the studio for Midnights. So this is going
Oh,
back. Yeah. This is like
how do they
this.
know it's for Midnights?
So there's a, like the Spotify pages where like it's her doing something for like 30 seconds over and over
For
again in
the
a loop.
songs, the
Right.
song cards?
So there's a video of her in the trailer in the studio wearing headphones and a green sweater.
Mhm.
Hairstyle looks specifically, it's in a ponytail, I think. Or maybe it's not, but it's a specific hairstyle. And people are like, this is the same card as this song from Midnights. So
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
we're getting a lot of stuff, I'm assuming. If I could guess, do you feel like this is going to be segmented? And since it's doing 2 episodes in like pairs,
Mm-hmm.
do you feel like it's going to be like pre-Eras Tour / planning Eras Tour, Eras Tour, and then like closing the Eras Tour? That's sort of like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3 / like,
I don't know.
curtains.
I feel like it might focus more on different like topics, I guess. Maybe
Mm.
like brainstorming and planning the Eras Tour, and then
Mhm.
maybe like rehearsals and Taylor's workouts and things like that. Maybe her collaborations with other artists, or like typical day in the life, or like how she prepped her surprise songs. And
I know.
I don't know. It
I
would be
mean, like,
interesting to see.
we could be talking about everything from the creation of Tortured Poets and like adding that to
Right.
the set list. Like, are
Uh-huh.
we gonna get into that? Like, are we gonna get into that? Or are we just gonna like
Right.
glaze over that? I'm just so curious. And then of
Yeah.
course we're getting the actual final show, which will
Uh-huh.
include Tortured Poets in the set. And it's all happening on December 12th. We have something to look forward
Yeah.
to again, which is
I
crazy.
know. We finally have something to look forward to again. Finally.
know,
As if like
finally.
we didn't.
We just got an album.
Basking in the glow of the life of a showgirl. But like for 2 months, that was our thing. We're like, oh my God, we can't wait.
Yeah.
And now we have another 2 months
Yep.
to look forward to this. And that's going to go on for 3 weeks because
Mm-hmm.
2 episodes come out each week after the first 2, ending on December 26th. Also, like, will we maybe will we maybe finally get a concert album after this is
I'm
released?
assuming that's got to happen. Like,
I hope so.
because it's supposed to end the 26th. So I'm imagining it's the 26th, and then it's like New Year's Day. She's like, here you go. This is the concert album. Because they're ending the era. This is like closing of the
end
chapter.
of an era.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very exciting.
It is.
We will definitely be like recapping these episodes.
Maybe we should do on our next episode, like, our wish list of things we want her to talk about. Like, what we would love to be addressed. So if you guys have anything you really want to be addressed on the Eras Tour documentary, like, send us a text, email us, DM us, do the things in our show notes. We're linked so we can talk about them, because, like, I think that would be fun to sort of like make a wish list, if you will.
Yeah. In other news for Taylor, we've got some accolades for Showgirl, because it has broken a ton of records. I mean, this is like truly mind-blowing. So, first of all, she broke Adele's record for the most opening week sales with just over 4 million for Showgirl. Previously, Adele had sold 3.48 million of her album 25 in 2015. So that was 10 years ago. And, the experts have said that no one thought that that would ever be topped because of
it's a crazy
the current,
amount.
Streaming climate and stuff. But with like vinyl sales being what they are now and everything, like, things have kind of shifted. But also Taylor is the only person who's ever been anywhere close to breaking this record by Adele, especially in the years since 2015. So Adele had 3.48 million and Taylor had just over 4 million.
Wild.
So another 500,000 more than Adele's. And Taylor actually posted about this, I think yesterday. She said, "I'll never forget how excited I was in 2006 when my first album sold 40,000 copies in its first week. I was 16 and couldn't even fathom that many people would care enough about my music to invest their time and energy into it. Since then, I've tried to meet and thank as many people as I could who have given me the chance to chase this insane dream. Here we are all these years later, and 100 times that many people showed up for me this week. I have 4 million thank yous I want to send to the fans and 4 million reasons to feel even more proud of this album than I already was. Thank you for going out to celebrate this project in the movie theaters, investing in vinyl." Hi, that was me. "Streaming, watching the video, buying CDs, reading the poems I wrote inside the packaging, and immersing yourselves in the life of a showgirl. I'll cherish this feeling forever. Just wow. Thank you for the lovely bouquet." So
Amazing.
that was very sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, it is an amazing accomplishment.
Totally. I mean, she's broken so many records. She's beating her own records at this point. But it's also her 15th number one album on the Billboard 200, which means that she's now second only to the Beatles, who have 19 number ones. So she's
so
it's
not going to take her long to get there.
She's also like the only solo artist to do that. So, the Beatles obviously is not a solo artist. Debut is her only album to not debut at number one, which, like, when she releases Taylor's version, come on. Like, that's got to happen.
Her debut album was number one the week that she bought her master's back.
Right.
So, like, that's definitely gonna debut at number one.
And also, like, you mentioned your vinyl purchases, but she sold over 1.3 million vinyls of Showgirl, which is more than TTPD, which was initially the other record. TTPD sold 859,000 vinyl copies. So that's again,
that's crazy.
Like what? Like 500,000
about
more?
500,000 more.
Wild. Yeah.
Yeah. So, she increased that by like 60%, I want to say.
Right.
That's nuts.
That is nuts.
Yeah. The Fate of Ophelia was also the most streamed song on Spotify in a single week.
Yeah.
Like ever.
Yep.
It's also her 13th #1 song.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's also the first album ever to place all of its songs uninterrupted from #1 to #12 on the Billboard Hot 100.
That's kind of
It is,
crazy. Yeah.
yeah. It is Taylor's third time occupying all top 10 spots, and she's the only artist to ever accomplish that. She's
Mm-hmm.
done it 3 times. And the other 2 were from Midnights and Tortured Poets.
So say what you
Yeah.
will, guys, whether you love or hate this album, but people are streaming it.
Right.
And you can't deny what's going on in the charts. So,
Well, and speaking of the Eras Tour and everything, well, I guess this was before the Eras Tour, but like I texted you that list the other day of the like first week sales of all of her albums over the
mhm,
years. And between like Folklore and Evermore to Midnights, there is a huge jump.
mhm,
And I think that has to be because, I mean, Folklore was huge for her. She definitely
right,
got a new following from Folklore. Then it won Album of the Year. And like slowly over time, it was like more and more people were like listening to that.
right,
But at the same time, she also announced her re-recording
right,
project. And she had released 2 of them, which included Red, which included All Too Well 10-minute version. So
right,
remember, like even before Eras Tour with all that going on, she and her discography had become like very like omnipresent.
right,
So then to go from Evermore to Midnights, like which was her next new album, the jump in sales was insane.
right,
It's like, whoa, what happened in between those 2? But there was actually kind of a lot that happened.
right. I also think, like, as a late Swiftie who's adopted late,
Right.
like, I
Yeah,
can
so
speak for,
you're
like,
technically part of that.
yeah, like, Folklore was when I started really, like, investing in Taylor, the artist. Like, I was open-minded during Lover, really wasn't like,
Yeah.
didn't buy into it as much. And then Folklore came out, and I was like, she's a genius. I love everything about her. Then the re-record whole thing, and I was like, absolutely, I'm down. And I think also, like, I didn't initially invest in Folklore because I was just, I was streaming or whatever. But if I were a Swiftie at that time, of course I would have invested in vinyl records. Of course I would have done all
Mhm.
the things. But that, like, arc of from Folklore, Evermore
Mhm.
to Red re-records to announcing the Eras Tour was like a
Mhm.
crest of a wave where all the like new Swifties
Yeah.
bought in.
Yeah.
Um, and I mean, it's like a Tay renaissance during that time
Mhm.
period. But ever since then, she's unstoppable with her new
She's just
music.
grown astronomically.
Yeah,
I mean,
crazy.
even I've been a Swiftie since Red. I didn't buy like vinyls or merch until like Tortured Poets.
Right. Like this, we're now investors. Okay,
Yeah,
we're
I'm an
investors. Like
investor.
Sarah is certainly an investor, more so than me. But like, yes,
Yeah.
it is crazy. It's the Tay renaissance. Um,
Yeah, it's wild.
she's just going to continue breaking her own records time and time again. So,
Mhm.
um,
We're living in a moment of history,
we are,
truly.
yeah,
We're lucky to be alive.
lucky to be alive in a time of Taylor Swift. That is 100% true. Okay, speaking of the life of Taylor Swift, we're talking about the Fate of Ophelia today.
Mhm.
Album, obviously, Life of a Showgirl, released October 3rd,
Mhm.
2025.
Mhm.
Written and produced by Taylor, Max Martin, and Shellback. Fountain, quill, or glitter gel pen?
So I think this song is a glitter gel pen sun, a glitter gel pen moon, and a fountain pen rising.
Okay, explain the fountain pen.
um, I mean, we do have Shakespeare references here.
True.
And I do think that even though the song is super like bubbly kind of and like upbeat and has a lot of like fun lyrics, it has that juxtaposition which she talks about of like mixing like the old with the new with like Shakespeare language and modern language. Um and I think it also like the I don't know, like the sentiment of this song is kind of like very heartfelt, I
Mm-hmm.
guess. So, yeah, that's why yeah, I've
I
like
can see it.
it's more fountain pen than like karma, the
Right.
song.
Right.
That's where I'm thinking
I would
of.
say glitter gel pen through and through, a sprinkle of fountain, because we do have some of the things like
Mhm.
"'tis locked inside," like
Right.
is being
Right.
used. But, like, I do think in general, I classify this as glitter gel pen. I mean, like,
Mhm.
"The land swore my loyalty to me, myself, and I before you lit my sky up." Like, it's,
Mhm.
this is giving glitter gel pen.
Yeah.
But I do think the overall, like, theme is a little bit more mature than, I don't know, I guess Karma as an
Mhm.
example, or I Forgot That You Existed. It's a little bit more grown up than those sort of
Mhm.
sillier glitter gel pen songs, if that makes sense. So I can
Yeah.
understand Fountain Pen a little bit.
Mhm.
As far as like sister song and related album, um, you sort of stole mine by saying The Prophecy. So why don't you explain why
Yeah.
The Prophecy is a sister song?
It feels like this song is kind of saying, like, the prophecy was changed,
Right.
like, "You saved me from the fate of Ophelia. I'm
Mm-hmm.
no longer drowning in sadness." And she thought the prophecy was for her to be, like, alone,
Alone. Yeah.
you know? But now she's not, and she's like, "Oh," you know?
Pulled me out of
I
my grave. Yeah.
yeah, it was not the prophecy for me to have the fate of Ophelia. I've been saved from that.
Yeah.
So,
I
yeah.
totally agree. That would be my answer too. I did say like there are some like nods to So Long London, and also because this is like the first track to this whole album, I heard,
Mhm.
and you probably heard it on TikTok, but there's this great mashup that goes from the manuscript right into the beginning of the Fate of Ophelia,
Mhm.
where it goes like, "Isn't mine anymore," and then you just hear dun, 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 and
Yeah,
it's like this great mashup where you just realize that she's letting go of all these things, and then you just see her enter this like happier like
right.
era immediately. So
And they
it's
sound like they could almost go together.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
Because there's like this piano opening. Yeah, it's good. As far as related album, I think we both agree that this would closest align with Tortured Poets. It
Mhm.
sort of bridges like Tortured Poets and Showgirl. It's that
I think it
bridge.
is, like, a great bridge song, which I think also makes sense why she chose it as the single because,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, The Fate of Ophelia feels very Tortured Poets in its, like, literary references,
Yes.
but also, like, there is, like, a tiny bit of, like, darkness to this song that
Mm-hmm.
feels like a holdover from Tortured Poets, but it's obviously so very light and
Right.
fun and flips the script a little bit. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
agreed.
Mhm.
Personal associations with the song. Well, for me, what a bopper-ooni. I
Yeah.
mean, just like we talked about, this is one of the first times I've ever loved her first single. I thought this was an excellent choice.
Yep.
I love that Taylor basically made a viral TikTok dance happen within the song that now everybody's doing on TikTok.
Yeah.
Um,
Which
but I
remember when we saw the music video in theaters, I turned to you and I was like,
yeah,
TikTok dance.
you're like TikTok dance, which is
Yeah.
exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
But there's so many like fun things within this song. I mean, obviously the music video for me really elevates the experience of the song because now in my head
Mhm.
I think about the transitions between the different eras of Showgirls.
Mhm.
And I think that was honestly another one of her best music videos she's done in a long time. So
Yeah. Mhm.
I mean, she just really crushed it with this one.
Yeah.
That's my
She
notes.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I also have like a special affection for this song after seeing all the stuff about the video in the movie theaters.
Mm-hmm.
But I really love this song. Like it's the only time I've ever loved the first single off of a Taylor album. I think it's technically my number one on the album right now. But like I don't think I would have felt the same way about like Antihero if
Right.
I had also seen that music video in theaters
Even
and the
if she would
behind
have
the
walked
scenes.
us through behind the scenes and like explained everything,
I
it's
still
just
don't think it would have been
right.
like, "Oh my god, this is my favorite song on Midnights." Like,
Mm-hmm.
no. So I don't think that's the only reason why I love it. Um, but I love the juxtaposition of like minor and major in this song. Like it has like some more like minor chords and stuff, but then also major chords and the various sounds throughout the album, which we'll talk about more
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
But there's something in this song. Like this song has the Taylor Swift narcotics in it.
Oh yeah. There's something in this song for sure.
Mm-hmm.
When we were sort of like brainstorming what this song was going to be about, we had done a lot of research about like Ophelia from Hamlet. So that ended up becoming true. So Folklore of the Song is obviously about Ophelia, who died of madness/sadness. Ophelia was supposed to represent noble women who were oppressed by patriarchal values. Basically, the men in her life drove her to madness. And out of her mind with grief, Ophelia makes garlands of wildflowers. She climbs up in a willow tree overhanging a brook to dangle from its branches, and a bough breaks beneath her. Her clothes trap air, allow her to temporarily stay afloat. There's a quote from Shakespeare. Her clothes spread wide and mermaid like a while they bore her up. But eventually, her garments heavy with their drink poured the poor wretch from her melodious sleigh down to muddy death. So essentially, like, that was the fate of Ophelia, was for her to die of grief and sadness and madness because of the men in her life.
Yeah.
But like, you had called the fact, you're like, I hope that it's like you saved me from the fate of Ophelia. Obviously, that's what this song is about.
Yeah.
And Taylor has mentioned this in her sort of explanation. So why don't you read some of that stuff?
Okay. Which one is this? Yeah. Okay. So this was part of her track by track thing that she released on Amazon and then on streaming. She said, "The Fate of Ophelia is the first track off of my album, Life of a Showgirl. And I really love this song because it kind of combines sort of Shakespearean storytelling of, you know, this legend of this tragic hero, Ophelia, and what happened to her, blended with this kind of newer concept of escaping that fate and having more modern terminology used in the song too. Like, you know, keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky, pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes." I just love kind of the blending of old and new with lyrics. And that's one of my favorite parts about this song. But it's also just kind of one of my favorite catchy melodies I've ever gotten to write.
It is so catchy. It stays, it is a worm that will stay in your head.
Yeah. And she also said, I think this was from the movie introduction she gave. "Ophelia drowned because Hamlet messed with her head so much she went crazy and she couldn't take it anymore. And all these men were just gaslighting her until she drowned. So what if the hook is, you saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia? Basically, you are the reason why I didn't end up like this tragic, poetic heroine, hero girl who passed away in a fictional world." And she also said, "I have this fixation on Shakespeare characters that I love, and I can't stand to see them meet a tragic demise."
Right.
And she referenced, like, in Love Story, she changes the Romeo and Juliet ending to them getting married.
Right.
And this is her second time doing that, to like flip the script and giving it a happier ending. She said, "I'm just kind of putting this romantic spin on the fact that Ophelia's driven mad. They drove her mad, but not me. And that's the song." Not me. She also said, "I love Shakespeare. It holds up. It's actually not overhyped."
Speak the truth, theater girly.
Right.
It's so true. Shakespeare is not overhyped at all.
And she also told us a little tidbit that Shellback is one who came up with the chord progression, and she was singing a melody on top of it. And at the same time, she had the note in her phone open with all these like lyric ideas that she's always adding to. And she noticed the fate of Ophelia in her notes and like realized it fit really well with the melody. That's basically how the song was born.
What I wouldn't give to see that note.
Oh,
let me see all the things. Because like, girl, are you reading Shakespeare and you're like, I identify with Ophelia, a fate of Ophelia. Write that down. It's like, what are you reading? What's sticking out to you in your brain? Like, I'm sure all she does is just think about words. So,
oh yeah, constantly.
I would die to see that. Okay, should we get into it?
All right. Yeah, verse 1. Let's do it.
Verse 1.
I heard you calling on the megaphone. You wanna see me all alone. As legend has it, you are quite the pyro. You light the match to watch it blow.
So this first verse, remember like when we, like the first day or so, I was like, this reminds me of a song and I can't figure it out. I can't remember if it's a Taylor song or somebody else. And then someone else mentioned it on like a podcast I listened to. It's Summertime Sadness by Lana Del Rey.
Mm-hmm.
So like this song is for the people who love the remix of Summertime Sadness, which
Kiss
is
me
me.
up before you go. Boom, boom, boom. Summertime sadness. Yeah,
And the
it's
whole
definitely
time you're
there.
like, you're
Yeah.
bopping. Yeah.
Also, the beginning of this song, that drum beginning, is the Dead Ringer for Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. Like,
Mhm.
like it's like a Pavlovian response to be like, Fleetwood Mac? Like, it's crazy to me.
Uh-huh.
But I remember us like jamming out to this and being like, megaphone? Okay.
Uh-huh.
So I heard you call it on the megaphone. This is like obviously a call out to Travis, who
Mhm.
made his feelings very well known before meeting
Right.
Taylor, like publicly on a podcast. Basically was just like, I'm trying to meet her. I'm
Yeah.
trying to give her my number.
Right.
Like I'm making friendship bracelets. What do I have to do? Like, this is like,
Yeah.
he's on a megaphone publicly being like, I
Right.
want to date you. I want to date
Which
you.
is like exactly how Taylor described it when she was on New Heights, where she's
Right.
like, he's like, hey, I want to date you.
Right.
You go on a date with me?
Right. Like, he's on a like metaphorical megaphone being like, I want to see you all alone. I would like to meet you. Can we have a chat? Blah, 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 blah. Like, this is exactly laying out sort of that introduction of how Travis sort of, he was the initiator. And when she mentions,
Right.
as legend has it, you are quite the Pyro. Like, in my mind, it's like, you're an instigator. You like to sort of strike a match and watch it blow up because you are the initiator. You're the instigator, right?
Right. Yeah, but it might also be a little bit of a reference to their kind of couple nickname of TNT.
Right.
And she used the dynamite emoji in their engagement post. So you're quite the Pyro, light the match to watch it blow.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like blow up, right?
Right, like dynamite.
Which
right.
would be dynamite. Yeah.
Right. Also reminded me kind of like an opposite of this line from Getaway Car.
It was the best of times, the worst of crimes. I struck a match and blew your mind, but I didn't mean it, and you didn't see it.
So like striking a match in Getaway Car is like her initiating this situation, but this time she's not instigating. He's the Pyro.
Right.
He's striking the light to watch it blow.
Which,
total
like,
180.
By the way, I was thinking about this recently. Like, you know how we always talk about the audacity of men?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the audacity of men to just, like, assume that they can do anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking, like, God bless Travis Kelce having the audacity to believe that he could just
date
ask
her
out Taylor Swift.
Right.
Right? Like,
Right.
I don't even think of it as, like an arrogance thing. I'm just like, this man is just fearless. Like,
he applied to the job with no credentials.
Right.
Okay. That's what he did. That's what he did.
Love it.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of Travis, another thought I had. Apparently, I think about Travis a lot, but you know, it's just an extension of Taylor. But we were talking about how she would like share the songs with him as soon as she got home from Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking, like, duh, of course he has heard all these songs because he probably is like in the living room while she's noodling around on the guitar or the piano and like singing this stuff out loud as she's working through it. Like, he probably heard so many iterations of this, or like, the story that's come out about how she started writing Elizabeth Taylor and she was like in the car with Travis and was like, oh, we have to pull over. And she like recorded this melody on her phone. Like, that probably happened all the time when they were together.
He's seen the whole process at this point.
Of course he knows what's going on.
Right, exactly. And I'm sure he's like, babe, you got to explain that one to me. Like,
right, yeah. It's like, break it down for me. I don't get it. Yeah.
As he's a vibes guy, so.
Yeah, he's just dancing in the kitchen. He's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here's the pre-chorus.
And if you never call for me, I might have drowned in the melancholy. I swore my loyalty to me, myself,
so hard to cut it off.
Dude. Also, I am so ready for the willowification of this song. Give
Oh,
me
yes.
7 remixes. I'll eat them up.
Yeah.
Give them all to me.
All of the acoustic sort of tracks she's released have been so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love that, obviously.
Yeah.
I need like the Aaron Dessnerification of this song. That would be lit.
I want the like Elvira remix.
Oh yeah, I'm like the opposite. I was like, give me the most like acoustic folky version, and you're like,
No.
I want the dance trap version. Right.
No, I love the acoustic version of this too, though, which we'll play a clip of that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's awesome.
Okay, so and if you never come for me, I might have drowned in the melancholy. It got me thinking of 2 songs. And it's interesting because both of them mention like somewhat drowning, but have, in our opinion, very different muses. So, first we have this line from So Long London.
And you say I abandoned the ship, but I was going down with it.
So she's drowning in her melancholy, going down with the ship. And then we also get this from the Blue Nile, or the Guilty as Sin.
The Blue Nile.
Drowning in the Blue Nile, he sent me downtown lights. I hadn't heard it in a while, my boredom's bone deep. This cage was once just fine. Am I allowed to cry?
Why is Guilty as Sin so good? It is so good. So, like, So Long London, Muses Joe, drowning. Guilty as Sin, Muse, Maddie Healy, drowning. I might have drowned in her melancholy. Basically, the aftermath of these 2 big relationships finishing.
Right. Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, and then also it made me think of this from The Prophecy.
I'm just a paper waiting, shades of grayish.
Which really paints a picture of just being like heavy with sadness.
Yes.
Which also brings me to this from Bejeweled.
Sapphire tears on my face, sadness became my whole sky.
Sadness became her whole sky. And we're like, yes, queen!
Shimmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think we're gonna get that kind of glitter gel pen song from her relationship with Travis Kelce.
Hopefully not. Yeah.
I hope not for her.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, I mean, we've seen it a lot in Midnights and Tortured Poets. Like the girl has been sad. Well, in Folklore and Evermore.
Yep.
It's been a while.
We've gotten a lot of drowning in melancholy, okay?
Yes.
And then I swore my loyalty to me, myself, and I is obviously her being like, because I've been like drowning, I have no other faith in people from lifting myself up besides myself.
Yeah, she like after Maddie Healy, she was like, I'm giving up on men for a while.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
I'm done. Which like we've all been there.
Yes.
Like I'm just gonna focus on me.
Yep.
And pretend that men don't exist.
Yep.
You know? Which reminded me of this part from The King of My Heart.
I'm perfectly fine. I live on my own. I made up my mind. I'm better off being alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was like from the beginning of her relationship with Joe.
Yep.
Where it seems like, you know, Taylor is living out that cliche of like, as soon as you stop looking, that's when people find you.
That's 100% true. Yep.
Right.
Also, interesting, not to be a Shakespeare nerd, but I do think the line, I swore my loyalty to me, myself, and I, is a little nod to a line from Hamlet. Ophelia's father, Polonius, says a line, to thine own self be true, which is something we hear a lot. But it's not actually said to Ophelia. It's said to her brother. But to thine own self be true is very similar to swear my loyalty to me, myself, and I. Like, I'm going to be true to myself. I think that's just like a little nod if you want to read into it.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, might be a reference to the fact that she posted Happy 4th of July to the independent girlies. See you soon, Kansas City. Right before she met Travis.
Right.
The timing is nuts.
Right. The timing is crazy. Did you
Yeah.
see in her one radio interview she did, they were talking to her about that post, and she literally said, she was like, how deranged was that post? Even she's like, can
what?
you believe that I posted that?
Yep.
And then like the next day, Travis like came to her show.
Yep. To the independent girlies, I'm swearing myself to be myself and I'm single. Yeah. That's her I'm single post. Okay.
And she was also saying that like a lot of the other ladies in that photo with her also met their person like right after that.
Literally wild. Tay Voodoo.
Tay Voodoo for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right Before You Lit My Sky Up also makes me think of Opalite from this album.
You had to make your own sunshine, but now the sky is opalite. Oh.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You lit
Light
my
that
sky
up.
Mm-hmm.
Turn it opalite.
Yes. Okay, let's get to the chorus since we had to cut it off earlier.
It's so good, guys.
It's so good. Also,
usually
like,
we're saying it's so good about some like devastating lyrics, but now we're just
so
like,
sad. Yeah. Yeah.
It's about
all that time I sat alone in my tower, you were just honing your powers. Okay, first of all, very fairy tale-esque, right? Like, It honestly makes me think of Love Stories music video where like she's like on the balcony of like a castle or somewhere, and this prince is like honing his powers before he comes to save her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that.
I love it because I feel like it's great imagery for meeting someone at the right time in your lives. Like she was going through her own stuff, and meanwhile he, like Travis, was becoming the person he is, who would be a perfect match for her.
Right.
Like, I think they're a great example of a couple that, like, had they met 15 years ago,
right,
I don't know if they would have dated. But now, where they are in their lives, they are like a perfect match for each other.
100%. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And now I can see it all, which is
yeah. Like, do you think that means like she sees their whole future together and like how it all makes sense?
Yeah. Now I can see it all. Like, now I can understand like why I had to go through all that stuff.
Yeah.
I can see everything laid out. Like, I can see the future with you, basically.
She knew what the agony had been for.
Exactly. Okay. Also, like, we get another trigger word for us, which is grave. And then there's
trigger warning.
There's certain trigger words in the Taylor vocabulary index that sends us off, and grave is one of them.
Yeah.
So many words, but that is one.
Especially from Tortured Poets specifically.
Yes, like all of these are from Tortured Poets.
The Halloween
So
album.
You dug me out of my grave. We're like, oh, well, what grave are you referring to, Miss Swift? Is it perhaps this one?
2 graves, 1 gone.
Maybe that one?
Maybe
that one. Also, maybe this one. And then, I don't know, like, maybe this one.
Still alive, killing time at the cemetery, never quite buried.
And if this isn't proof that Taylor was going through it in Tortured Poets, it is insane. The grave metaphor is wild in that one. So digging her out of her grave is like the ultimate, like, a hero has come into her life.
Right.
Giving her hope again.
She should have written a song called Grave Robber or something.
Please, bonus track. Please give it to us.
Yeah.
Please.
Track 13.
Yeah.
All right. Save My Heart from the Fate of Ophelia.
He did
So
that.
good.
He did that.
Yeah, he did do that.
Shall we move on to the post-chorus?
Let's go.
Okay.
100 on the land, the sea, the sky. Pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes. Don't care where the hell you've been. 'Cause now that mine, it's about to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of. The fate of Ophelia.
So good. As soon
All right.
as we heard Keep It 100, I mean...
I was like, yes!
yes.
Which, by the way, our reaction to this is up on YouTube already.
Yes, it is.
So go check it out.
Go check it.
You can see us react to all of these lyrics.
Mhm.
Yeah, Keep It 100, which, as we know, it was Easter egged in Travis's caption about like kept at 100 in the off season, where he shared a bunch of pictures of him and Taylor on his Instagram feed.
Mhm.
And they also discussed keeping it 100 on the New Heights podcast and explained it to Jason.
Right, the numerology of it all, 87 plus 13 equals 100. Hello.
Yeah, which is like the two of them together.
Yep.
So keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky, which like they've been together on land, on boats, and in the sky.
Mhm.
Everywhere. They keep
Everywhere.
it 100.
Everywhere.
Oh, pledge allegiance to your hands. Those enormous hands.
Yeah. Can I say one of my weird things is like, I need a guy with good hands. Like, if a guy has like tiny hands, I'm not into it. And that's not even a weird thing. It's just like, if you have good hands, like that's a thing. That's an attractive feature.
So my mom's grandmother used to shade my dad constantly for having small hands. He'd be like over for dinner and she would be like, such tiny hands.
Oh my God. Grandma.
My mom's grandma was mean.
Dang,
She
that's
was
hard.
mean. She was not a Grammy.
No.
She was mean. Yeah, I also like hands. Like for me, it's not so much about size, but like hands can be attractive.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
It's
Hands
a
can be
weird,
hot.
like I know some people are into like teeth or like they're into like dimples. I get
Mhm.
the hands thing, Taylor. I get it.
I get it. Well,
get it.
also, people have been screenshotting the one clip in the trailer for the Eras Tour documentary where Taylor is like, I think Travis is crouched underneath the stage.
Yeah,
and
he's
she,
under
like,
the stage. Yeah.
she runs up behind him and like wraps her arms around his like shoulders and neck and gives him a kiss on the cheek. But people are talking about how he is grasping her forearm between two fingers. Like his hands are so big compared to her
Yeah.
that like he can hold her forearm between two fingers like it's a
Right.
chopstick.
Mm-hmm.
Those hands. I mean, I would pledge allegiance to those hands too. Let's be real.
Absolutely. Also, like some people were like being like, do you think the original lyrics were pledge allegiance to your hands between my thighs? Which is like,
Whoa.
it rhymes, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Wow.
It's a thought.
That would take this song in a whole other
little
direction.
spicy there, but yeah, there you
she
go.
saved that for Wood.
Right.
But also like this whole section here, especially like the pledge allegiance to your hands, keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky,
Mm-hmm.
is like kind of similar to the bridge from Death by a Thousand Cuts.
My heart, my hips, my body, my love. Trying to find a part of me that you didn't touch. Gave up on me like I was a bad drug. Now I'm searching for signs in a haunted club. Our songs, our films, united we stand. Our country, guess it was a lawless land. Quiet my fears with the touch of your hand. Paper cut stings from a paper thin plan.
What a bridge.
I know. And that's only part of it.
I know,
I
right?
didn't
She
even
keeps
clip
going.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
United We Stand is very similar to Pledge Allegiance.
Mhm.
So anyway.
Yeah, and like my heart, my hips, I can't even think of it. But you know,
Yeah.
she's listing body parts. You know?
Yeah.
How about don't care where the hell you been?
Okay. I don't know what it is. It's like it's the millennial in me, but whatever. Don't care where the hell you been.
Uh-huh.
Reminds me of Bella. Where the hell you been, Loca? From Twilight. which ironically is an ex of Taylor's, Taylor Lautner.
Oh, right.
Um,
Yeah.
But I always want to say like Loca,
Right.
which is one of the weirdest like words that they made up ever. It's
Yeah.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch Twilight.
Yeah.
You'll know what I mean. Crazy.
Yeah. Because now you're mine. She doesn't care who he's been with before.
And it's about to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of. Bye-bye sleepless nights of anxiety and turmoil and trauma from Midnights. Okay?
Yeah.
This is a lot spicier.
Yeah.
Like a good kind of sleepless night.
The good kind of sleepless night.
Yeah.
It's also a great Taylor wordplay. The sleepless night you've been dreaming of. Like,
Mhm.
you know, you've been dreaming of this sleepless night. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
It's so good.
Yeah. We had a comment on our Instagram of like us reacting to the song. That someone was thinking of it more in the terms of like sleepless nights because you like have a baby. Like she's like, I went to a whole different place where it was like more like lovey-dovey, like which like I don't think that's what Taylor means.
I don't think so.
I wonder if this person like has a newborn or something and that's
Must
just like
be.
on the brain.
Yeah.
But I mean, we know they want kids.
I don't know if people dream of sleepless nights of a newborn. That's not something I dream of. I mean,
right.
But
Maybe some people do.
Maybe,
you know.
maybe. It's a good idea. Why not?
Yeah.
All right, let's get to verse 2.
Okay.
The eldest daughter of a nobleman, Ophelia lived in fantasy. But love was a cold bed full of scorpions. The venom stole her sanity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so some Shakespeare history for you. Eldest daughter, obviously a call out to track 5, eldest daughter, but Ophelia was the eldest daughter of a nobleman. She was the like firstborn daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And she lived in fantasy. That is 100% correct. She definitely was a little bit I guess like she lived in fantasy. She was a little bit more of the like, I don't know, docile female character.
Mm-hmm.
But love was a cold bed of scorpions is another line from Shakespeare, which is said to Macbeth. The quote is, "Oh, full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife." Sorry, it's said by Macbeth. I should have clarified. So he says that to Ophelia. "Oh, full of scorpions is my mind," and he is a cruel husband. So love was a cold bed of scorpions. Like his mind basically made love cruel. A cold bed of scorpions, if you will. And the venom stole her sanity. It's like,
which is like another callback to Tortured Poets, like take me to the psych ward.
Yep.
Which of course makes me think of this.
Is it you? Or have they come to take me away?
Which is from Hits Different on Midnights. And then, of course, we got this opener to Tortured Poets on Fortnite.
I was supposed to be sent away, but they forgot to come and get
literally,
me.
like, we will never ride a roller coaster wild enough as Tortured Poets. Like, that was crazy.
That was nuts.
Yeah.
For that to be the opening line of that album is...
And the music video to basically be a psych ward. Like, literally crazy. Just a wild ride.
Yeah, for real. Oh my gosh.
Shall we do pre-chorus?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you'd never called for me, I might have lingered in purgatory. You wrap around me like a chain, a crown, a fire, pulling me into the fire.
Woo.
Okay, I love the claps in this.
Oh,
clap,
yeah.
Clap. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we get more backing vocals here than the last one.
Yeah.
But this part that's different here, you wrap around me like a chain, a crown, a vine.
Mm-hmm.
We've got chain mention which is similar to Call It What You Want from Reputation.
I want to wear his initial on a chain round my neck, not because he owns me, but because he really knows me.
And then a vine reminds me of Ivy.
My house of stone, your ivy grows, and now I'm covered in you.
But the crown one throws me off because I'm like, how do you wrap around someone like a crown?
Okay, so I have an answer to that, I think.
Okay.
So think about like what those things actually wrap around, right? So like chain is like wrapping around your neck. Like think about like your voice or your like what you talk about, right? A vine is wrapping around your body.
Okay.
Like, and then a crown is like wrapping around your head. So he's literally she's fully immersed in him. He has fully embraced her. Like mind, body, spirit / all I want to talk about. Like he's fully embraced her. That's how I read it.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's fair.
Yeah. Pulling me into the fire is like, you know, again, he's the pyro. He struck the match. So I'm falling in. I'm going in. So
going up in flames.
Yeah. TNT, baby. Dynamite.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's do chorus 2. And we don't really have any notes, so let's just jam.
Okay.
All that time I sat alone in my tower, you were just honing your powers. Now I can see it all. Late one night, you took me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. Keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky. Pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes. Don't care where the hell you've been. 'Cause now your mind, it's about to be the sleepless night. You've been dreaming of the fate of Ophelia.
Right to the
Love
bridge.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that yesterday I was learning the dances. There were like
for
2
you.
TikTokers that like broke it down in slow motion. So I like saved the videos to my phone.
Mm-hmm.
So God bless those people, because otherwise I would have had
slow
no
it
hope
down.
of learning it.
Yeah.
And even still, it's like it goes so fast,
Oh, yeah.
but it's fun, you know.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the bridge.
Okay.
Is locked inside my memory, and only you possess the key. No longer drowning and deceived, all because you came for me. Locked inside my memory, and only you possess the key. No longer drowning and deceived, all because you came for me.
All right. So
okay.
she did tell us in one of her interviews that this bridge in particular kind of twists some lines from Hamlet.
Mm-hmm.
So a quote from Hamlet said by Ophelia is, "'Tis in my memory locked, and you yourself shall keep the key of it."
Right.
So Taylor says, "'Tis locked inside my memory, and only you possess the key."
Mm-hmm.
And
we know there's a lot of keys mentioned.
yeah, she mentioned keys and stuff a lot in this album. But there are also like a ton of keys and locks during the rollout. We also had the Eras Tour stage was shaped like a key. But we've got this little gem from Wood.
His love was the key that opened my thighs.
Yep. Yeah.
So we've got that. But then there's also from I Hate It Here, Laura's favorite song.
I love this song.
I hate it here, so I will go to secret gardens in my mind. People need a key to get to. The only one is mine.
Which is so poetic, right? Because like the only key is mine, but he actually had a key.
Yeah.
To unlock.
Now she's saying only you possess the key.
Yep.
You know, to come save me.
Yep.
You're like this secret puzzle piece.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Also, no longer drowning and deceived. I don't know why my brain does this, but like drowning to me symbolizes Jo. I mean, we have her like going down with the ship on So Long London. how much sad do you think I had, sort of like drowning in this like overwhelming sadness. Even like the imagery in like what was it, Cardigan and Willow, it's like all sort of like watery. And then Deceived to me represents Maddie. Like we know that she, like, the coward claimed he was a lion, like, and
was any of it true?
Right. This sort of like deception of who she thought Maddie was going to be. So to me, Drowning and Deceived equals these two other like former muses of her music. And she's no longer drowning and deceived because he came for her.
Yeah.
So another sort of poetic tie if you want to buy into that. So
yeah, I think so. Should we move to the chorus and post-chorus outro?
Yes. Okay, let's do it.
Also, wait, before you hit play, I just have to say, God bless the return of the Max Martin
I know.
ad-libs.
I missed it.
It's so good. It's so good. So just
so
like,
listen,
keep that in
listen
mind
for that
when we listen here.
All that time alone in my tower, you were just honing your powers. Now I can see it all. I can see it all. They wonder you dug me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. Keep 100 on the land, the sea, the sky. Pledge allegiance to your hand, your team, your vibes. Don't care where the hell you've been. Sleepless night you've been dreaming of. Fate of Ophelia, you saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia.
I love her lower register. It's just the best.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, it's just an awesome song.
Yeah.
Moving into the music theory analysis. One thing I was thinking of with this song is like we had all that kaleidoscope imagery with the lyric videos at the movie event. And I realized like this song kind of feels like a kaleidoscope to me because it has like a lot of small melody sketches throughout the song. Like none of them are terribly long, so it's constantly shifting from one to another, kind of like a kaleidoscope.
And also like the music video. We got these little like
these
snippets.
Little vignettes.
Yeah,
and it's
vignettes.
like constantly shifting. So I think that's part of the brilliance of this song as a pop song is like you never get bored. There's never a chance to get bored in this song. Like I could play this song 10 times in a row and I don't think my brain would care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, there's a TikToker named Morgan Brook Music who did a really cool breakdown of this song where she said how, like, the same way Taylor mixed Shakespearean language with modern language in the song, she did the same thing with the music because it starts with the verse in a what's called a Dorian scale, which is considered to be like, I guess, like an old church mode. And then it evolves to a major key, which is much more modern for the chorus. And someone in the comments, and we'll link to this video, someone in the comments mentioned that there are a lot of 5-measure phrases throughout the song, which could be a nod to iambic pentameter, which is what Shakespeare wrote in.
That is true. Keep it 100, right?
Wait,
oh my
what?
God. There's so many phrases that are, I didn't catch that before. Now I'm like, iambic pentameter.
Yeah. But I also listened to the episode of Switched on Pop about this album, and they also mentioned that.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's like, rather than like 4 measures,
right,
like 16 beats of like a phrase, it's actually 5 measures.
Right.
For like the melodies and stuff.
I'm like doing
there's
the math
something
in my head.
a little off about it.
Yeah, which is why honestly it's so interesting to listen to. It doesn't have the generic pop like I guess like formation in terms of that, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, I love that nod to iambic pentameter. I never would have caught that, like, ever.
Yeah, I think what they said on Switched on Pop is like, you know how like a classic pop song, it's normally like a 4-chord structure. Is that right? I think what they were saying that it's like a 5-chord structure where it's like you do the 4 and then I think the last chord is hit for a second measure.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like those like 5 instead of 4. And that's like what gets repeated in the song.
So it's like 1, done, repeat, move on. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we mentioned the acoustic version earlier. I have it, so we can play some. But it is really beautiful, but it highlights one of my favorite things of this song, which is evident in both versions.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the harmonies on like the phrase "you've been dreaming of." Specifically, I think it's just on "of," but you can hear it here.
Keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky. Pledge allegiance to your hands, your team, your vibes. Don't care where the hell you've been, 'cause now your mind is about to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of. The fate of Ophelia.
Yeah, there's some like dissonance there. That's fun.
Yeah, I love that harmony section.
Uh-huh.
But there's your like Dessnerified version a little bit.
It's not Dessner enough. I need more.
I know.
I need like totally stripped back. I need just like a piano and like an acoustic guitar. I need it.
Mm-hmm.
I need the I hate it here of this song.
Yeah. With like the finger picking and stuff.
Yeah, I need it. Give me the remix.
This is a witchy song. I think this falls into the witchy category.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we keep mentioning the music video, so we're going to do a really brief overview of the music video. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. It is one of her best, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's really good.
It was written and directed by Taylor, of course. The cinematographer is Rodrigo Prieto, which I believe she's worked with before on a few other projects.
She works with him a lot.
Yeah, and the cinematography is stunning.
Mm-hmm.
Choreographer is Mandy Moore, who, of course, choreographed The Eras Tour.
Mm-hmm.
Production designer is Ethan Tobman, and then styled by Joseph Castle. And the styles in this, I mean, my goodness, it's just
I know.
So many good looks.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to show all the variations of showgirls from the pre-Raphaelite model to cabaret singers of the 60s to a modern-day pop star and all the things in between.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, including like a cabaret burlesque performer, theatrical actor, Vegas showgirl, screen siren of the 30s and 40s, and a pop singer. And taking us through the journey of those different time periods and characters, which is so fun.
But yeah, I guess she does kind of go in like chronological order throughout the thing.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Ish. I would say like some of it's like the cabaret doesn't quite fit in with everything else, and the Vegas showgirl will be later, but it's just a fun sort of, again, a kaleidoscope of these showgirls that you can
experience. But we start with the pre-Raphaelite painting and end with like a modern day pop singer.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It ends with her in the tub. She wanted it to match the album cover. She said she wanted people to be like, oh, the cover is a reference to the Ophelia painting, and this ending is a reference to the cover of the album.
Right.
And each scene is one take to most closely resemble an actual performance, which is super cool.
Yep.
And in an interview with Zane Lowe, she revealed that there's over 100 Easter eggs in the music video. So we'll be mentioning some of them. And overall, it was an Eras Tour family reunion with like the creative team, the band, the backup singers and dancers.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just a chance for everyone to get back together and be creative. And they had a blast, it looked like.
So much fun. I mean, I'm sure they were stoked. Like Taylor's like, I have another project. Do you want to join me? Like, I'm sure they were stoked. But yeah, so our first scene is the theater lobby. We get to see the theater lobby and we zero in on the portrait of Ophelia. Originally, we thought it was going to be a different portrait of Ophelia. We thought it was going to be Sir John Everett Millet's painting, but it's actually more reminiscent of Friedrich Wilhelm Theodor Heiser's painting. Like even the way that she's sort of like laying is more aligned with his drawing of Ophelia. The costuming is more similar. I mean, similar, I guess, pose, but it's just a little bit of a closer match. Speaking of the dress, the costume is an Alberta Ferretti. Designer Lorenzo Serafini created a custom tea-stained Georgette gown with long dramatic sleeves and a ruffled hem.
And he also designed the Folklore dresses for the Eras tour.
And that tracks
So.
because very similar vibes. Also love that it's tea stained because of course it is. It's like
right.
It's like just aged enough looking, you know. It's very, very reminiscent of the pre-Raphaelite sort of model look because they would not have had a pure white, of course.
Right.
Easter eggs. There's a lot. Even before like we really get into it, we have the words "the fate of" and then Ophelia. So the fate of is on the staircase, and then Ophelia is on the rug on the floor.
Right.
There's a mural of Taylor, Max Martin, and Shellback on the back of the staircase. It kind of looks like an old photograph or painting, I guess.
Yeah.
It's really, really fun to find that. On the right, we see our painting. And then on the painting, next to the painting, there's a cleaning cart. Which
on the right is the other Ophelia painting that we all thought she was referencing by John Everett Millay. Right. So that one's on the right, opposite the one that Taylor's actually in.
And then next to that painting on the right side is a cleaning cart, which we now obviously associate with her getting backstage to the Eras tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the background, like behind the staircase, you can also see posters for what look to be like musicals or performances titled Wood and Female Rage. So like as if they're like other shows coming to that theater.
Right.
So that's like the first part. And then we get to the second scene, which is going like inside the painting that Taylor's in / like a set change. So the painting starts to like move. You realize it's like all these different pieces put together. And Taylor's walking through like a backstage and then poses again in a new painting where like the frame's being held up by two of her dancers. And it includes her sourdough, which we will mention as part of the Easter eggs. So, do you want to start talking us through the Easter eggs?
Yeah, so lots of Easter eggs. So as Taylor's walking through the set, she points to a woman holding a megaphone. You're calling a megaphone. Same time, there's a group of women rehearsing in mermaid-like attire. They appear later in the feature. In the background, an exit sign, a chain of 12 orange stars, and several blue striped floats can be seen. The floats also make an appearance later. So we're looking at kind of like backstage of like the future production that's going to be on the screen. She poses in a painting frame, a table prop with a peach from Life of the Showgirl, as well as a pearl necklace. I took her pearls of wisdom. You're sweeter than a peach. Easter eggs.
And
that orange freaking bird. Okay.
Well, and also her sourdough bread that she herself made.
Of course. Yes.
Yeah. So that was also on the table.
Which I'm sure she was like, it has to be perfect. Right.
She was very proud of it. But yeah, there's this orange bird that you see several times throughout this whole music video, which is possibly nodding to her video for Look What You Made Me Do, where she appeared in a birdcage wearing orange. So it might represent that she is now a freed songbird. Because I'm guessing they probably made this video after she got her master's back. Do you think?
That is true. Also, the orange bird comes back later for a split second at the end of the music video. So this is like obviously something she wants us to catch. So in my opinion, it could be symbolic like that.
It also flies like out of the painting when she's like getting up in the beginning. So I think we see it like 3 times total. And this is like the second time when she's posing for the second time in this other painting. Yeah. There's also a statue resembling her cat Olivia on the right in this like painting.
Our classic cat lady.
Yeah, she's got to throw the cats in there.
Yeah. All right, third scene. We get the dressing room hallway / the dressing room. So
Mm-hmm.
The look, she's wearing a Versace, as well as her backup dancers. She's wearing opera gloves, and she has Lorraine Schwartz jewels on, and red garters, matching Jimmy Choo heels. Like, and of course, this is the like Marilyn Monroe wig moment, like the blonde wig.
Yeah.
What
She looks
doesn't she
so
look
good.
good in? Like,
Ugh.
what does she look bad in? I'm so serious because
Yeah.
she pulls up every hair color, every
Yeah.
decade. I don't understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know.
So many Easter eggs in this one. Walk us through
Mm-hmm.
those.
Okay, so when in the very beginning of this, when she's walking through the hallway, there are headshots of her dancers hanging in that hallway. And then once we get in the dressing room, on the mirror, there's a photo of Travis, which is actually from the video from 2016 when he did the Kiss, Marry, Kill and chose
Mm-hmm.
to kiss Taylor Swift. So that's there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a picture of Marjorie on the mirror, which is Taylor's grandmother that she wrote the song Marjorie about, who her grandmother was a showgirl because she was an opera singer.
Yep.
There's also a photo of Dita Von Teese, who's the like burlesque dancer that Taylor featured in the Bejeweled music video.
Yeah.
And then also the clock on the wall is set to 10:03, which the album was released on October 3rd, which is 10:03. And in the choreography, the one dancer gets off her chair in the beginning, like as Taylor's entering the room. She does the like booty pop that Taylor
Right.
used to do as part of the choreo for Vigilante shit on tour. And in
Right.
behind the scenes, we actually see Taylor like decide to have her do that. She's like,
Add
"Oh, it'll be
that.
like a little something for the fans because they loved like when I did that on tour."
Right. She knows.
Yeah, she
Uh,
knows.
The fourth scene is our cabaret moment. This like black chainmail dress by Roberto Cavalli, crystal studded chokers, halter neck silhouette, sculptural. It's very like, these like metallic teal leather diamonds, jeweled
Hmm.
like motifs, and she pairs it with sapphire earrings and a brunette wig. It's like super late 60s, early 70s.
Yeah,
The like eye makeup is like so fun.
yeah.
The only Easter egg I caught in this section was that there is a 2 symbol on the backup dancer on the right side. So
Oh.
it's actually not a backup dancer. She's actually in front of Taylor. But if you look during the
Mm.
like TikTok dance section, she's wearing like a 2, like a Roman numeral 2 on her like outfit. Don't know what that's for.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is where we get the TikTok dance that
Mhm.
everyone's doing.
Yes.
Yeah. And a kaleidoscope
Yes.
happens here too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very cool. Then we move on to the boat scene. So this is the like what did she call them?
30s, 40s, screen siren.
Wait, no, this is a theatrical actor. The screen sirens are the boat ones. With the floaty things.
Oh,
The
that's a
Busby.
Busby Berkeley. Yeah.
Is that not the 30s and 40s?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, you're right. Theatrical. But to me, this is not theatrical at all. This is like, I don't know.
The
This
boat
is like,
scene?
yeah, to me, it's more like you're on a film set. Because,
Oh, really? I thought
yeah,
it seemed way more like a stage production because of the set.
I just see this as like being filmed in like the 30s or 40s. I don't know why.
Oh, interesting.
Anyway.
Yeah, I saw this as like being on stage, like in an actual theater.
Yeah.
Um, but here she has a red wig on, and she seems to be dressed like Arthur Hughes' Ophelia from what? Is that a movie?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no,
Oh.
sorry, it's a painting. It's a painting.
Oh, okay. All right. And then the boat also alludes to another painting, which is William Eddy's 1837 painting titled The Sirens and Ulysses.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, Taylor could be positioning herself as a Ulysses type character, resisting the fatal siren song of show business so she can, like, return home to her true love.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, that would be like Travis. But she does jump off the plank to drown, which is like another reference to Ophelia, as well as a reference to the Eras tour when she would like dive into the water after her surprise song set.
Mm-hmm.
So that in itself is like kind of an Easter egg.
Yeah. I love this dress and the hair on her in this scene. So the dress is by Paolo Sebastian. With like it has like an exposed corset, mini cage, crinoline, long sleeve piece with beaded crystals and embellished heart from a Lover's Kiss collection. Apparently Paolo Sebastian was not a super well-known designer before this, or if he was, he wasn't like as big as like a Taylor Swift would wear him. So I'm sure it was like kind of a surprise, like amazing moment for him. The dress is stunning if you get the chance to look at it, like because we only see it in movement, but like it is like kind of like sheer, and you can see like the boning and like all the cool details on it. And also the heart on the dress is very similar to the heart on the jacket she wore on the Reputation tour. So I wonder if that's why she chose it.
So little Easter eggs. Taylor said she wanted this scene to feel similar to how they performed the song The Man on the Eldest tour, with her dancers being like completely unhinged in a similar way.
Right.
And they totally delivered, because even the first time we watched it, like I wasn't looking at Taylor. I was watching the dancers because Jan is reunited with the ladder and he just looks crazy. But that is like one of the funniest parts of the Eras tour, where especially once we got the movie and stuff and you could see it more
the
up
faces
close, like, they look absolutely deranged. And she basically was like, yeah, do that again here.
And pass me along.
And then it also, I think her backup singers are the Sirens in the Water.
I'm pretty sure those are the backup singers.
Okay. And they're not dancers. They're her actual backup.
And they were seen previously in the cut behind the scenes for like the second sort of scene. So they're sort of like shown again. Okay. Sixth scene, we get the Busby Berkeley Blues film set of the 30s and 40s with our choreographed swimmers. Area, AREA, was behind the custom designed bodysuits, matching sequin swim caps, and pom-pom shells reminiscent of like the Karma jacket from the Eras tour, like the sort of shimmery, like pom-pommy sort of whatever texture that is. And like you said, a nod to Ophelia drowning. Taylor made the joke that like the lifeguard buoys would be the things that would save Ophelia, which is great.
It could have saved her life. Also, there's apparently 47 people in this shot, and Taylor has been Easter egging 47, and we think we figured it out because Ophelia dies in Act 4, Scene 7 of Hamlet. So that might
make
be
sense.
Maybe not. But yeah, I'm sure there being 47 people here is not an accident.
No, definitely not. Not with Taylor. Okay. Next scene, we see Taylor being touched up while being tied up backstage. She has a brunette wig again. She looks so good. Roberto Cavalli, from his 2025 collection, like these woven cords with like gold tone crystals, matches up with these like ropes that she's tied around, and then she's eventually lifted out of. Easter eggs. We have a clapboard that says sequins are forever. Take 100. Keep it 100. Kitty Finley. So Finley was her grandmother's maiden name, and Kitty is mentioned as a character in Life of a Showgirl, but also is the name of her mom's Great Dane, which is apparently the whole reason she chose the name Kitty. Behind her, this is Sara and I at the movie were like, what are those? What are those? What are those? With the like behind her are these like numbers with these abbreviated acronyms. Each one is like an acronym for the title of the song. So like AR is actually romantic. I
was like, is this like a periodic table? Like
it looked like it. Yeah.
Also on the right, there's a poster for a movie called Sequins Are Forever, which refers to like the clapboard we had at the beginning. But also at the bottom of that poster, it says Sabrina Carpenter dazzled, Taylor Swift bejeweled, and Sleepless in the Onyx Night.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But also, like, first of all, she looks so good in this dark wig.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But this scene is the most confusing to me. Like, what is this referencing?
She doesn't mention this in like the references. I'm not exactly sure what. To me, I take it as more like symbolic, as like being caught up in the glamour of being a showgirl because she's being touched up by like makeup artists the whole time.
Well, also the ropes and everything, like, it kind of feels like Backstage.
Mm-hmm.
And like, especially like, I don't know if it's still like this, but you have like all the ropes that deal with like the curtains and maybe like various parts of the set. So it feels like she's getting like dragged up as part of the set backstage.
Yeah, she's being lifted like she's a set change. I don't know. I do think it's backstage, obviously, of a theater production, but I symbolically am like a showgirl, like a glamour puss, if that makes sense. Just like someone who's like into her looks and into the whole glamour of it all.
Okay.
Okay.
The next one is Showgirls on Stage. The costuming is by Bob Mackie, who's like the king of Vegas costume design.
Yes.
She matches the other dancers in orange feathered headpieces and like tons of crystals and everything.
Yes.
This was also used as like the cover art for the official release party of a Showgirl movie poster.
Yep.
And like the coloring and stuff of this is like, is this kind of showing that she has become the freed orange bird? Because there's like all these
very
feathers.
bird-like. Yeah.
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 It's a very short little scene too.
Yeah, it is. It's so good though. Like that was sort of the like showgirl moment I've been waiting for. And like this is so inspired by Vegas showgirls. Dita Von Teese apparently let her borrow a lot of like headpieces from her collection. But the Bob Mackie is so pretty. I know that like Cher was one of his big like, celebrities that wore, but obviously Vegas is like where his stuff shines. But it's so good.
Yeah.
And then we get the after party, which is hotel party scene. She's wearing this chainmail dress by Kelsey Randall, made of rhinestones and fringe. And she's wearing a teal fur jacket, kind of reminiscent of that closing tour look. But interesting that this one is more like pink. And then there's one in the album vinyls that are like green. So
no, this one's green.
Well, there's a picture of her wearing a pink one.
Oh.
Where she's like at the keyboard. So maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
But
yeah.
This dress is so Midnight's coded.
Yeah. This whole scene feels very Midnight's. This is my favorite look of the entire
so good.
music video. Like, I think she looks incredible. This is where she's like referencing herself as a modern pop star. So it kind of makes sense that it's like Midnightsy, which was her last like true kind of like pop album. And the jacket and dress, weirdly enough, are both very similar to things that Blake Lively has worn before.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like that dress, Blake wore a dress almost exactly like that. And she also wore like a furry coat kind of thing, similar to that. So, yeah.
She looks so good in this whole look. Like, I just want her to wear this dress everywhere because it fits her perfectly. Her body
She's
looks
also
great.
Got the heels with the socks on, but they're like socks that have her toes exposed. And I'm not normally into like the sock with heels look, but I'm obsessed with everything about this.
Her
like,
hair,
makeup, her hair, everything. I'm like, I want like this could have been like a Midnight's album cover situation.
Yeah, I'm eating this look up. This is like the best she's looked. So many Easter eggs in this one.
Yeah. Yeah, we got Taylor catching a football when they're like pushing her through the hallway on the like bellhop cart or whatever. One of her dancers pops out of another room holding a tiny chihuahua in a purse, which references the song Actually Romantic. They go into room number 87. Big surprise. And I love this scene too because her bandmates are dressed as the bellhops who are like playing instruments in the after party.
It's like such a reunion. She included backup dancers, background singers, the band. Like, it's just a big reunion.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So then from there, she goes into the bathroom. She's like running away from the paparazzi that come in through the windows of the hotel, which are her dancers.
Right.
And so she runs away into the bathroom, and then it pans over, and then we see her laying in the bathtub, which is almost exactly like the album cover.
Mm-hmm.
She's in a crystallized Aria mini dress.
Yep.
So the Aria, which one did Aria do before?
The Busby Berkeley blue
okay.
swimsuits-esque. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, she's soaking but not drowning in a teal colored tub. The tragic fate has been avoided.
Yep.
But for Easter eggs, we've got an Oscar on the bathroom floor, which is
Wish List.
from Wish List. The orange bird was on the windowsill and then flies away. And also, like, out the window, it looks like Vancouver.
Right.
Which I guess now we know.
We now know, right, is the Eras Tour final show.
Final show.
Which we're now getting on Disney Plus, which is like a huge win for all of us. But everyone was like, that looks like Vancouver. And I would have never been able to clock that. But
yeah,
I'm glad the internet sleuths have. So
I know. Like, honestly, like, we would not know any of this without the internet.
Thank God for TikTok. Like, thank you to all of you creators. There's too many to mention.
We're just like an aggregate. We just like gather all this stuff so we can share it. But
yeah,
most of these we did not catch.
No, this was us researching from the internet. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And we do try to like specifically tag when people do like call out something unique. But there have been so many creators that have shared a lot of this. It's too many.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ratings and favorite lyrics. So we have the same favorite lyric.
Yeah, same favorite lyric.
Okay, so here it is. It's so good.
I love it.
Now, we do differ on ratings. And
we do.
I want to explain mine.
You bumped yours up, didn't you?
I always do. This is how it works. This is a 7.9 for me.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's so fun. I think it's so catchy. Again, one of my favorite singles that she's ever released. I am just at my core someone who likes a little bit more lyricism and a little bit more like quill pen nods, or I need a just a little bit more for this to bump up to 8 or 9. Based on vibes alone, it's a 9 out of 10. But like, I just for my personal ratings, like this doesn't quite get to that level of some of her other pop songs that have a little bit more storytelling, a little bit more like quill pen vibes, if that makes sense. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So I gave it a 9.1. And I mean, I gotta say, listen, we're only 10 days out from this album being released. So like, take these all with a grain of salt. Like, this could definitely go down. But right now, like, I love this song.
It's an earworm.
Yeah, like, I really hope I never get sick of it. I don't know. I hope that it remains this high, for me for a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wanted to give it like a really good rating because, like I said, I think it's just like so catchy. It's so interesting. It's so fun. Yeah, I don't know. I just love it. So I gave it a 9.1.
And there it is.
Pretty high.
Yeah. We have very different recipes this time. Normally we're very similar in like what we pick. So I went for more of I was inspired by the orange bird. I was like, give me the orange bird. So, and I wanted to be like a party. So, because I'm thinking specifically of like the party scene at the end and how she avoided the fate. And like, she's like, basically, Taylor Swift is not drowning. She's in her bathtub. I imagine that if she were in a bathtub after a show, she'd have a drink that would be something like this. It's called a fleur de paradis or paradis. I don't know how to say it. Okay. It's 2 ounces gin, a tablespoon of lemon juice, a tablespoon of fresh rosemary, and 3 ounces ginger beer. It is a yellowy orange and just looks like a really refreshing cocktail to have in the bathtub. So there it is.
Okay. So I was like pretty stumped for like what recipe this
Yeah,
was
this is
to be.
hard.
So I decided to choose cheesy sun-dried tomato sourdough bread because I wanted to
Which
give
sounds
like
delicious.
a little...
I'm hungry.
I know, right? I wanted it to be like a nod to her sourdough loaf being in the music video. It feels like it's like sourdough bread, but make it a party, you know?
Yeah.
Like you totally could bring this to a party and have it as part of like a cheese board and all this stuff. But
Yeah.
also, like at first I was like, do I want to do like cinnamon raisin? And I was like, no, that doesn't feel right because this song feels more like savory than sweet to me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So yeah, cheesy sun-dried tomato sourdough bread. And it's actually from heartbeatkitchen.com, which is one of my friends from my blogging days. So it's a great blog.
Shout out.
Check it out. She had a whole bunch of sourdough bread recipes too. So yeah, good stuff.
I wish
there.
I could make some sourdough. I don't have the patience for it, but kudos to our sourdough people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But anyway, so that's the Fate of Ophelia. And since we're going in order, our next episode will be Elizabeth Taylor. And
a great song. Can't wait to do it.
Oh my God, yeah. And my goal is also to hopefully have like the reaction video for each of these songs out by the time the episode comes out. So, which that shouldn't be a problem. That one should definitely be out in time, I would think.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Keep an eye out for that. Yeah. Definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel if you aren't already, so you can watch out for those.
Yeah. And of course, like if you're not following us on YouTube, make sure to do that. But also make sure to give us a follow on Blank Plate Pod on TikTok and Instagram. Yeah, follow us on all the things.
You can check out our website at blankplatepodcast.com and send us an email at blankplatepod@gmail.com or leave us a voicemail or text us at 717-382-8313.
And if you're enchanted by what we're doing here, support us on Patreon, which is linked in our show notes. Or you can go there directly at patreon.com/blankplatepodcast.
And until next time, we had the time of our lives with you.
And you know it's time to go.
So bye.
Bye.